What's going on, guys? It's me, Noah Real, and as you can see, I'm here in my kitchen getting ready to cook myself some dinner. What's on the menu, you ask? I got a one-word answer for you. Tacos. That's right, I'm here cooking myself some tacos for dinner, getting in that San Antonio spirit. You know, this is my first time cooking in front of a camera. I'm not trying to make any fancy lasagna or casserole or whatever people make. I'm just here making myself some tacos. I've never done it before. But for my ingredients today, I got some of that all-natural ground beef for all you all-natural folks. I also got, of course, the traditional rosadita beans, refried beans, only the best. And to top it all off, I got some of that great value Walmart taco seasoning. That's right, don't need to overcomplicate it, it's taco seasoning. I mean, come on. All right, so first things first, I got to cut the ground beef. Now, I'm not sure how much ground beef I'm gonna need. After all, I'm just cooking for myself, nobody else. But I'm gonna just go ahead and say, how many pounds of ground beef for one person for tacos? So I'm gonna go ahead and say, based on what I'm looking at, about a third of a pound. All right, it's a little bit more than a quarter. You can see this is divided into quarters, so we'll do a little bit more than that. Cut it like right about, this is a quarter, so I'll say that's about a third, roughly. Look at that, nice ground beef, came straight off a cow. Isn't that crazy? Poor cow. Now, what I'm supposed to do with this, I don't really know. I guess I'm just supposed to split this apart, or am I supposed to just put this in the oven? Or, I mean, on the... You know, let me, hold up. Let me wash my hands real quick first. And then let me take, what do I do? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and plug this sucker in. And I'm gonna start it at 300 degrees. I'm guessing that all I have to do is slap this ground beef on the griddle, but I'm not sure if that's what I'm supposed to do, so I'm gonna be a little bit careful here. When you're cooking, you gotta think ahead. So I'm over here, I got this ready to cook my beans on, because that is the most important part. So I'm gonna put this, get this ready, start getting the beans ready to cook. I do not know if I have a can opener, so I'm gonna look for that real quick. Turns out I do have a can opener, which is awesome. Oh yeah, oh, hold up. My thing got loose, hold on. You see? We got the beef. Look at that. Look at that. Sheesh. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was unnecessary. I don't really know what to do with this ground beef. I wonder if it says anything. Cook thoroughly. Well, that's helpful. I'm guessing we just take this and just like, I don't know. I got a spatula here. So I'm just gonna kind of flip this apart a little bit. The instructions said to cook it thoroughly, so that is what I'm going to attempt to do. The beans are already cooking. So apparently, you have to put this bad boy in water and then mix it with this, according to the instructions on the back. I haven't done that yet, but I think you can do it after the fact. I don't know, I'm gonna figure it out. All right, so I think this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab one of these bad boys right here, and I'm going to move the meat from the griddle to this little hot plate right here. The beans are looking pretty good right now, but at this point, the beans are secondary to the meat. The reason why I'm doing this, the reason why I'm doing a little switcheroo, is because it turns out you need to do a little bit of a mixture here with ground beef in water in this taco seasoning. This ground beef is looking mighty fine. I'm gonna put some taco seasoning in it now. This says that for 1 pound of ground beef, I need 1 package of this Great Value taco seasoning mix. But because I did math in high school, I know that I only use 1/2 of a pound of ground beef, and now I only need to use 1/2 of this package. So I need to stay in school, kids. Teach you math. So you can cook yourself some tacos. The package also said I needed 2/3 of a cup of water. I'm not sure what half of 2/3 is. It's 1/3, right? That would be half of 2/3. Okay, let me just try that. I'm gonna pour about half the packet in here. I don't know how much the packet was, but I think that looks about good. Look at that mixture in there. Maybe I'm supposed to stir it with a spoon or something, I don't know. So we got a nice mixture in there. This seems kind of dangerous, but okay. Ooh, all right. So now we mix this all about. You can see what's going on in there a whole lot. Look at that, that's good. These are gonna be some supremely delicious tacos. Just gonna go ahead and hope that meat is done. Look at that, a lot of seasoning on there. Hopefully it's not too spicy, but that's looking good. Look at that smoke. Wow, it's looking good. So I'm gonna shift this over here, put my beans on here now, because that's important. So we're gonna keep those beans going. I gotta keep the area clean too. It's pretty important when you're cooking, making sure that your area is completely clean. I learned that from life. All right, now it's time to cut some vegetables. We got the beans going here. Let's see. Those beans are tasting delectable. We got the meat already ready. So we kind of got to hurry this process up. So we've got the lettuce here, and unfortunately, I found this really drippy tomato. In the back of my fridge. I don't know that that's good for consumption anymore. So I think we're gonna have to do without tomatoes for today, which is unfortunate, but life. You know how it is. Sometimes in life you just can't have tomatoes. So it turns out cutting vegetables will be really easy because I don't really need to cut lettuce. All I need to do is rip it apart and put it on my taco. So I think we're basically done. Now for today, I don't have any tortillas or taco shells, but I do have tostados. Tostados are like one of my favorite things to put tacos on because we didn't have these in Massachusetts, and now that I'm in San Antonio, it's like my favorite thing. So, I mean, come on, it's flat, it's cool looking. I think double as chips. I guess taco shells can too, but you know what I mean. Up until this point, it's been a lot of stuff that I haven't known how to do, but knowing how to execute, putting the stuff on the taco shell, that I have years of experience with. So let me go ahead and show you, all you kids at home wanting to know how to do this. You always start with the beans, you know? You gotta start with the beans. Oh, I kind of broke it a little, it's all right. Gotta start with the beans. Why? Well, because it's the hot, you have that really hot base, right? And then you go to the meat. You take the meat, you sprinkle it on there. Whoops, hold on. It's kind of hard with the camera, but you sprinkle the meat on there because you gotta have that kind of hot base. The reason why you put that hot base on is because what's next, of course, is the cheese. And you want the cheese to go on something hot. You're gonna wanna pile it on that sucker. You know, you can't go wrong with cheese. So you got the cheese on there. Once you got the cheese, next thing's next, sour cream. Now this sour cream says it's good by the 19th of September. It's the 8th of September, so we're still good. But sour cream you normally put on last. So I'm gonna grab some things of lettuce, you know, rip some of this lettuce off. Usually I chop it into like thinner things, but you know, for the sake of time, I'm just gonna kind of pull it apart, put it on top. And you kind of just throw the whipped cream on there like that, right on the top. Look at that, beautiful, beautiful. Piece of art, you know. Let me just spread it around a little bit with my finger. And just like that, you have a professionally made taco. Look at that. Yes, could it use more beans and meat? Sure. The reason why I didn't overstuff it is because I'm holding it like this to the camera, and that would be a little bit hard if it wasn't. Next is the taste test. All right, so here we are sitting down. See the mess of a kitchen behind me. Also the mess of a room, but let's not pay attention to that. And we got our taco here. Time for the most important part, the taste test. It's actually really good. I think I just put the right amount of seasoning on, which is crazy, because that's the only part that I could screw up. Look at smiley face. Well, I would say that this was a success. Thank you everyone for watching. I guess hit that like button, subscribe, and comment if you want to see me cook something else. Maybe I'll give it a shot.